story out of it. You get a 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 story out of it.
I just want to say this, one final thing. That's how I feel today. I am so glad to be alive and on my motorcycle. Yeah, baby! Woo! Woo! That one's for Ric Flair. Woo! Okay, welcome to Whitehorse. Thank you for tuning in. We now stop for this scheduled event. Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and germs. Welcome to Wild Bill's Garage. Last week of May 2020. It's a balmy 9 degrees. Yeah, welcome to the Yukon Enduro in the north. It's freaking cold. I've got the heated vest on. I'm a baby. So what we're going to do today is I just pulled off the Alaska Highway through the Trails North parking lot. And I'm just going to go up here. We're going to have a little fireside chat today about, I'm going to put some footage in of some other rides we did last week during some good weather. Just to give you some background while I blah 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 about the COVID-19 situation and the Dempster Travel 2020. I did a video on getting to the Dempster will be half the fun. Because it is. If you're coming from California or Alberta or Newfoundland or New York, like, most of your ride's going to be just getting to the Dempster. The Dempster's only, 3-4 days a week, however you want to do it. Prudhoe Bay or whatever, that's a different ride. But I'm going to focus on the Dempster, especially with the COVID season. So the Yukon has not had a COVID case in about 2 months. We've had 11 cases. Nobody's died. And that's because we're locked down. You can't come in here. If you're an American, we let Americans in because they got to go to Alaska. That makes sense. They have 24 hours to get out of Dodge. And they're monitored. They're pretty serious about this. We just got back from Vancouver, interprovincial travel. That means in the Yukon we have to stay away from people for 14 days. Isolation, they call it. So, if you were an American, for example, because we have lots of American riders that come here to do the Dempster, you can't come into Canada. You can't even get into Canada. So here's what's happening is that probably June 1st when I post this video, it'll probably take that long for me to get off my ass and edit all this. Nobody's riding the Dempster this year, 2020, on this planet, unless you're a Yukon resident. If you're a Yukon resident, you can ride the Dempster, and I don't even know if you can go into the Northwest Territories. I have yet to investigate that. At this point, I don't think we can. But I can't be quoted on that because it's an evolving situation. But one thing I'm 99% sure of, nobody's going to be allowed to do the Dempster this year unless you're a Yukon resident. So that gives myself and my wife a very unique opportunity. And we might just try and do the Dempster. She has limited experience on gravel, but she's a capable rider. And we're going to have the road all to ourselves. You pretty much do all the time anyways. The Dempster's never really very crowded. So, the Dempster 2020 ride, half the fun getting here is a video for dreamers. And I'm sad to report that. But that seems to be what's going on. And I can't change that situation. And the COVID-19, we have no problems with COVID. We're extremely safe here. Extremely safe. The economy is actually doing quite well because we really are a government community. That's what Whitehorse is. The Yukon is basically, it's a government outpost. Say what you want, but that's what it is. There's 35,000 people in a territory that's basically the same size as California, and our population is 35,000. So I like what they've done. I like the lockdown. We're pretty boring and antisocial anyways. That's just the way we are. Maybe that's part to do with aging and with my medical conditions. I don't know. So we won't be seeing you. I can pretty much guarantee you, anybody who had plans to ride the Dempster this summer that's not a Yukon resident, not even Canadian. Canadians can't even ride the Dempster Highway this year. It's a very unique situation. It's very unhappy, really. There's nothing about that saying this makes me happy in any way, shape, or form. I love going downtown and seeing plates from, Carolina or California, or maybe a plate from Germany. I've talked to people from all over the world the last several years that we've been up here, come to ride the north. It's not going to happen. So our COVID situation is actually extremely good right now. It's one of the safest places in the planet to be here. To be at this particular time. Oh, gotta do this. And we're really contemplating the Dempster. See if the wife and I can do it, and why not? It'll be one of the few reports. I really want to do it. It'll be one of the few ride reports coming out of the Dempster Highway on a motorcycle. Like, go ahead, Google Dempster Highway 2020 motorcycle and see what you get. You're not going to get anything because it's done. It's baked. It's cooked. It's over. So that's all I'm going to report on today. I hope everybody's having a decent time. It's a pretty crazy situation with what's going on here now. In Canada, we're doing pretty good as far as per capita deaths and all that kind of stuff. But again, we've opened up, and again, it started to spike. This is a bad bug, and it's going to be with us for a while. So, here I am. Signing off. Wishing all of you a wonderful day as we come into June 1st of 2020. And we won't be seeing you on the Dempster this year. That's pretty much... Oh, you've got something on your left cheek. It's pretty much guaranteed. I don't see how that's going to change. I just cannot see how that's going to change. So maybe next year. I don't even know what to say. It's pretty bizarre. Pretty bizarre. Okay, so from the Yukon, where we're doing really quite well. Beautiful day. You can see my dilemma. Do I take that trail? Do I take that trail? Or do I take that trail? I don't know. From Wild Bill's Garage, over and out. Let's try and get the GoPro to shut off with the microphone here. I don't know if it's going to do it or not. It doesn't always listen to me. Hope you enjoy some of that beautiful footage down by Schwadka Lake there with the float plane and such. Wonderful place up here in the north. Cold though. Frickin' cold. GoPro, turn off. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, turn off. I guess I'm going to have to do this. Sometimes it listens and sometimes it doesn't when I have the helmet on. And today it's not listening, but that's okay. It's nobody's really listening right now, are they? Wobbles Garage, over and out.